Lisa Ekdahl. Look her up, Sweden or somewhere like that. Let me turn that down. Maybe I can do one video without getting the YouTube copyright police on me. How's everybody doing? It's Travis. It's been a while. Been busy. Just got a few records I said to pop on here tonight. Show a couple records of some recent pickups and I don't know, just catch up, see how everybody's doing. Took a week, went down to Phoenix, moved the kid in. He's got his first job after college, so helped him out. Why anyone would want to live in Phoenix in the summertime is beyond me. That place is too damn hot. Had a little mishap. Just bear with me, I rant a little bit. So I had to pull his trailer down there with a U-Haul trailer with a bunch of his stuff on there. So we helped him out, pulled it down there with the truck. I decided I'm going to take a handful of my favorite CDs because it's just going to be me and the truck alone and they're driving the car and stuff. So I can listen to what I want for as long as I want. Needless to say, on our trip, somehow somebody got in our truck and stole all my CDs. I'm just pissed. Some of these are just hard to find. I've had it for a long time. So, you know how that goes. Just irritates me. The problem is, I had all of them electronically. I could have just listened to them, but for whatever reason, I was like, hey, I'm just going to take them with. So now, got to replace. So. Annoying. I know, but anyway, just thought I'd hop on here and show a few records. Nothing major, it's just more of I had nothing else to do tonight, so I'm wasting some time. But so let's see what we found. I mean, nothing terribly spectacular, just some oddball stuff. Roy Orbison, Regeneration. This is pretty good. I mean, it's like partial shrink, but it's also got damage here, probably. So if they would have kept all the shrink on it, it would probably been fine. So I'm pretty sure all these records came from a box that was in somebody's garage, or at least, well, not all the ones I'm going to show, but I got a whole bunch of them that had, like, they got wet or something. The record's fine, but you'll see this one hasn't been cleaned yet. Can you see on there? Let's see. Right there. See it? That dirt. It looks like it's probably mold. I'll get it cleaned out. I can save pretty much anything. But the record's pretty good. Roy Orbison, why not? How am I? Okay, I love Roy Orbison. Let's see what else we got. Pure Prairie League Dance. I was kind of excited to run across this. Pretty fun stuff. Good old, what classic rock, I guess you'd call it. Pure Prairie League Dance. Now, when I was at the checkout, someone was like, "Oh man, I wish I was on it." Some lady in the thrift store there. Let's see. RCA, pretty clean. It has one of these sides. It has a mark, like a, I don't know, a rub from the going in the case or something. But I listened to it. There's nothing on there that's going to cause any listening problems. The case is a little bit munched up. But hey, I find all of these just for in the thrift store, and I pay $1 for them. These were in the thrift store that was 69 cents. Even better yet. So. Not that I'm a huge fan, but I like picking them up just because I happen to particularly like this record out of all of theirs that they have. Peter, Paul, and Mary, In Concert. Has a nice good old $2 sticker there. I might hit the hair dryer to see if it'll come off. This is a gatefold double album. I have a story to tell about Peter, Paul, and Mary. Not so much anything about the band, but when I was out record picking one day, and individual just comes up as an older guy and just asked me, "Hey, have you seen any Peter, Paul, and Mary albums? I'm looking for something." I pick them up once in a while, but what's going on with my But I didn't see any of that particular time. We got to talking. Oh, he's probably like in his 70s. Late 70s. We got to talking a little bit, and it turns out that this individual was a band member with Cy Zentner and his orchestra. You've probably seen a billion of those records at thrift stores, which I actually happen to like because it's big band type stuff. And we got to talking, and I was like, I just wish I would have found a Cy Zentner and I would have had him sign it. But I got his name, and I can't remember what it is offhand. I have to dig it out and look for it. But he was one of the saxophone players in there, and I was like, oh, if you ever see one, look this name up and look on the back, and it's me on there. So kind of interesting, but the people you meet when you're out picking records. So anyway, back to our what we have. This is just kind of an odd mixed bag. So we got Peter, Paul, Mary, Pierre, Prairie Lake, Roy Orbison, a little bit of Echo and the Bunnymen. This appears to be, there's only 6 songs on here. Heaven Up Here, Echo and the Bunnymen. And it's a promo copy too. You don't see too many of these around here. If you do, they're like totally trashed. Let's see what this one, I haven't even listened to this one yet. Sire Records. Pretty good, looks pretty clean. I like it. Echo and the Bunnymen. Hunters and Collectors, Living Daylight. That's pretty good stuff too. I can't say I'm real familiar with this. I just popped it on and listened to it, but it's pretty good. So, Hunters and Collectors, Living Daylight. And here's another one. I honestly thought this was a kid's record when I first saw it, and I'm like, I had to look at it. I hate when they put these on here, and it's not even the right price. Why would they put $5.99 on here and then stick it in the dollar bin? Not even the 69-cent bin. It's so annoying. Anyway, what would you think if you saw that? Would you think kids record? I mean, I don't know this group. Some of you might. So NRBQ, and I'm assuming Tiddlywinks is the name of the album. I don't know. But it's kind of like what they look like. It's kind of a little southern type rock. It's kind of a weird mix of different things. So like some of the sounds sound like country ballads, some of it sounds like southern rock, and then some of it sounds like straight up alternative rock. So, but it's pretty interesting. I like it. It's definitely worth 69 cents. NRBQ, Tiddlywinks. Never heard of them before, so I don't know. Of course, I might be living in a cave. Who knows? And at the same place, just because I'm not a huge fan, but all these have tape and stickers on. I'm not a huge fan, but this looks like an early album, so why not? Kenny G. Look how young he looks there. I mean, this has to be like one of his first albums. Saxophone. At least this one he's playing the saxophone and not the little baby clarinet saxophone thingamajigger. Kenny G, why not? I'm getting it. You never know. Kenny G might come in handy sometime. And I like a good challenge. Those of you who know me, I like to rescue records. I saw this in the pile there, and I pulled the record out, and I was like, ugh, I don't know. But why not? So this is the Drum Battle. Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich, at JATP, whatever that is. I could pick it up when it felt dirty and dusty, and I'm like, I pulled the record out, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is doable or not. I don't know if I can show it, but you see how that is? See that? I mean, there's like, literally like, I don't know what it is. Something spilled on it. I don't know. Bloody fingerprints. I don't know. And it's got a lot of scratches on. So this one, I'm going to get it cleaned up and just see how it sounds. So it'll probably be terrible and end up in the trash, but you never know. We'll give it a try. I mean, it looks pretty rough. You can see in there, you can see all the scuffs. But there's no like real deep ones. So as long as whatever this stuff is on it, you can see it will clean off. And it plays without popping and crackling like a popcorn popper, then I'll keep it. If not, it goes in the bin right here. And those get just donated off somewhere. Or some of them just get thrown, but I don't know. Anyway, so I want to talk about one more record. I'm probably going to get some hate for this. But so there's records that I've picked up due to what I've heard on fellow VCers, recommendations that they make, and for the most part, I like them all. And I actually do like this one, but to me, it just does not meet the hype, so to speak. And I'm probably going to get some serious hate for even talking about it, so I better have a drink first. Lisa Ekdahl. Check her out. She's really good. Jazz. If you like the female jazz and the Nora Jonesy type, Lisa Ekdahl. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about jazz. So I've picked this record up several months ago, and I've listened to it numerous times just to make sure that I'm not, I don't know. I'm not a big fan for some reason. I don't know why. It's not that it's bad. It's just that to me it sounds like restaurant music, dinner music. I don't know. Not that it's terrible, but to me, I was expecting more. Put it that way. Have you ever been recommended, you've seen people talk about, and you have certain expectations, and then when you listen to it, it's just like, send the hate. I mean, I know I'm going to get the hate, but Brubeck Quartet. Timeout. Dave Brubeck Quartet. Now, I want to just preface by saying it's not a bad record. I did like it. It's just, I mean, compared to a lot of the other jazz I have, this doesn't really do it for me. I mean, it's too, I don't even know what the word is. Mainstream? I don't know. You know, I'd rather listen to but I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not planning on getting rid of it. Don't get me wrong. So no, you can't have it. But I'm just, have you ever gotten recommendations of records? I mean, when you kind of knew what you were expecting to get, and but then when you listen to it, it was like, eh. I don't know. I do like it though. But I'm what I'm finding out is when I'm looking for some jazz to listen to, this never comes up. I mean, I have older records that are like conditioned like this that would come up that I would think about putting on before this. I mean, the only time I've probably listened to it, I don't know. I got that, excuse me. I got this in March, something like that. I've probably listened to it, I don't know, 10 times or so. And most of the time it's like I'll put it on and then I just end up doing other stuff. So it doesn't engage me that well. So, but don't hate me for not liking it, but I just don't get it. So maybe I need to try out some other records from the Dave Brubeck Quartet, but from my understanding, this is the go-to one. I don't know. Is something wrong with me? Am I jazz broken? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of jazz and a lot of different type of jazz that I listen to, and technically I don't see anything wrong with that. It's too run of the mill. I don't know what the problem is. I'm just being weird, I guess. So anyway, I'm kind of curious as to what anybody else thinks. I mean, I know that's been recommended a lot around the VC. Hey, and I'm not saying don't recommend things. That's like, because I recommend some weird crap that let's do. I'm just saying, I'm just kind of curious as to what other people thought about it. Every review I've seen, people liked it. I haven't really seen anybody not like it. But have you bought records or required records from the VC that you put right back in a box and mailed off to somebody else? I'm sure that's happened. Or have you just you had expectations and were just disappointed? I don't know. Lisa Ekdahl, check her out. I wish I tried to find a vinyl, but it's CD only, and even the CDs are hard to come by. So I think I talked about her in one of my earlier videos of the CD I found. So, but I've been on a CD binge here lately, and I just got done putting a whole bunch. Maybe someday we'll show CDs. I don't know. Does anybody even care about CDs? I've been on importing into iTunes lately all of my CDs, and I wish I would have just listened to it on my phone instead of taking some of my favorite ones with. My Hoagie Carmichael got stolen, and that so irritates me. And then of course, Hoagie Carmichael and Alphaville all in the same thing, so that just gives you a little indication that my music is all over the place. But anyway, I just had a little time doing a little rambling video, nothing spectacular. It's me. So I hope everyone's having a good summer so far. It's been busy here, non-stop. Tonight I have a little downtime, so decided to pop in and say hi. Hope everyone's having a good summer. See you later. Bye.